Hello. I hope I am live now. But I don't really know. YouTube changed something on with these lives, and I have no idea whether it's fully operational or not. But we are just going to have Friday evening or even Saturday night here in Ireland live, and we'll discuss what is going on in the world and what is going to happen soon, according to astrology and my insights, or however you want to call it. So I did have a couple of feelings. One of them, I discussed the matter of cheap houses in Japan, and actually I will get my mic. So I discussed the cheap housing that you can get in Japan, and while I was browsing these houses, you can get a house for $0 if you really want to. But I had this feeling that if I moved to Japan and if I wanted to meet a neighbor, for example, I would have to drive hundreds of kilometers, maybe tens of kilometers to meet anyone. And it seemed to me that Japan was deserted, like that there was very few people in Japan. And the question is, I have no idea how it is right now in Japan, whether it's so deserted in the villages and everyone lives in the big cities. I don't know. I simply don't know. But that's the feeling that I had. And what we are going to do now is we'll get some sort of a map, maybe of the world, and some horoscopes, and we'll see what the future is supposed to bring to us all. But I think that very, very interesting times are coming, and it's gonna start soon, I think. Is it before Christmas or after Christmas? We'll see. Horoscope says more or less after Christmas, but you'll never know. So let me have a look at the horoscope first, and then we'll think of and then we'll see if I have any sort of precognition or not. So this is horoscope for now, for Greenwich in England, and do we still have a... We do have a big trine right now. Let me angle it properly on the ascendant. So the thing is that this big water trine, this time with Mercury, is still a big trine. Saturn is moving direct already, yes. Jupiter is moving retro in Cancer. So this big trine, grand trine, does not have the full force as long as Jupiter is moving backwards, and Jupiter is going to move backwards till spring next year. And that is because I did say a couple of times that when Uranus moves into Gemini, that's going to be next spring. All of the stuff from January and February should be over, but then the job of Uranus of revolutionizing the finances all over the world should be done, and then we should switch into revolutionizing communication, IT, everything. So, and then Jupiter is going to move forward again in the same time. So that's gonna be interesting. So let me recap. I did have a quick look at the horoscope as far as, because I found one date with 2 hours for Singapore, and it seems that first of all Singapore will have to experience collapse and restructurization of all the partnerships. So like a divorce with someone, and then there's room to build another one, and that is going to happen next year according to one horoscope. According to other horoscope, that's gonna be 2027. But I did feel some sort of problems with Malacca Strait in future as well. But I'd like to get back to the prediction that I made about Panama, because I just read a headline today that China is not planning to sell its ports in Panama that they are renting to BlackRock. So that might be interesting because, as I said before, there's going to be lots of pressure put on Panama next year in January. So you can watch it in one of my videos that I did make about Panama, that I did probably almost a year ago, because I had this feeling that Panama is going to be somehow affected, and that's gonna be quite serious. And the horoscope gave me the timing, so the timing is like January, as far as I remember. I had this vision, and I have no idea what it is about, but I've seen massive snails, like big snails of this size, or even bigger, big snails like that became very small later in the vision, into regular snail sizes. So that was interesting. I had this vision regarding Bitcoin because someone asked me in the live chat once, what do you see about the future of Bitcoin? And I simply said that I've seen a coin. Do I have a coin here? No, I don't have. Oh no, I have some sort of a pen here. So I've seen it doing this, like just flipping the other way around. This is what I've seen regarding Bitcoin, yeah? So the coin is like that, and it flips on the other side. What it means, I don't know, but this is what I've seen regarding Bitcoin. Argentina, I've spoken about Argentina. And I had this feeling about Ireland, that Ireland is going to be poor, like that the economy of Ireland is not going to do the best. And yeah. And honestly, I don't know what horoscope should I do next, because I did loads of them so far. And the question is it going to materialize what I said about these horoscopes and visions? I'm really wondering about this Panama. I had a vision about Iran and Israel. I did horoscope of Israel for 2025 and 26 as far as I remember, so you can get back to that video as well. And again, we are ahead of times that we haven't experienced, I think, in our written history. So I do assume that the years to come are going to be, there's going to be extreme acceleration regarding technology and the development of technology, and simply countries and individuals and corporations and companies that have access to the newest technology will be thriving, while other companies are going to be simply non-existent. And the question is, how far is it going to go? And then again, I do believe that there's going to be a period of great instability all over the world, because United States as the world's hegemon is failing. They simply don't have resources and money to guard and mind the whole world. Other countries made a great job in last 30 years, and I think of China here. And there are other countries that want to do some sort of a catch-up, like for example India, that is a massive population, is a massive country, massive potential. Are they going to catch up with China? I don't think so, not at this stage. I think that there is going to be some turbulence between India and Pakistan for sure in future. I think I did horoscopes of both India and Pakistan, and they are quite interesting because they are astrological twins. And I just reminded myself that I should have already done astrology charts of Czech Republic and Slovakia. That used to be one country, Czechoslovakia, but they are twins as well. And I did have a quick look of at the chart of South Sudan, and I think that they are going to experience massive and difficult times as well. South Sudan, I don't know about North Sudan. I didn't check this one. And maybe Turkey's chart is available as well, so we would have a look at Turkey's chart. Just give me 1 second, because maybe I will have just a quick look at the charts that are easily available on the internet without loading them into my program. Just give me 1 second. Because very many countries are actually available in the internet, and instead of doing proper analysis, I would just have a quick look at these countries, and I will see whether one of the difficult transits, or rather powerful transits that are in the sky right now, are going to affect these countries or not. And then if I find something interesting, then we could focus on the most interesting countries. Oh, and wait a second. Subscribe. Yeah, I have to have lots of subscribers. But then again, the question is, should we even care? Because, as I said, next months are going to be spectacular months and years. And if you have any questions, of course, write them in the comments below, because it is going to be much easier for me to have a look at something that you are really interested in. Oh, and this Epstein files, they just came out. I think that, well, photos from these files, some of the photos, and the question is, what are they, and how the general public is going to react to them, and whether, because I said that both Mr. Trump and the Vice President, is it Vance, are going to be in some sort of a pressure from how they are being seen by others. So that can be really interesting timing. Come on, why is my okay, so this is a chart of Singapore. Can we make it bigger? We can. And as I said before, the important placements in horoscopes would be very first degree of Aries, first degree of Gemini, and first degrees of Aquarius. And as you can see here, in the 6th degree, according to this date and time given in this horoscope, there is a descendant of Singapore in here. When Pluto is going, and these, because this year, and let's say first half of the next year, first 3 months of the first year, the first degrees of each and every sign are going to get affected somehow, but it's gonna switch to the 4th degree of each and every sign, so, and around, so like plus minus 2 degrees. So I would assume that if this ascendant and ascendant moves quite fast, so not sure about that, But finally, Pluto is going to transit the Sun. I just got an error regarding the... Okay, now it seems to be all right and running. So when Pluto conjuncts Sun of Singapore, and that's gonna be 2027 probably, it is going to break all the partnerships and divorce from all the partnerships that Singapore does not need, and will make room for making new ones. And Pluto is very strong. I did say it on multiple occasions, so I would assume that this is the period like 2026, maybe rather 2027, when some sort of problems with other countries Singapore can have or will want to shed or stop cooperation with other countries. So that is fully possible regarding Singapore. And let's have a look at other horoscopes of other countries. And this is okay, Singapore, that's big chart. Come on. And this is Indonesia. If the timing is right, if the horoscope is right, let's have a look at Indonesia. And no, nothing interesting from this point of view. So at this stage, regarding Indonesia as such, I would not be looking into massive events happening right now. Nope. Anyway, let's go to another horoscope, and that is going to be Bulgaria. And Bulgaria is going to have okay, the 4th degree, Saturn in the is it the 4th house, is going to have some action. And okay, if the horoscope is right, okay, Bulgaria is a country that that I will do horoscope of in foreseeable future, because there can be something interesting. Okay, let's get to another country, Austria. If you can believe this date from 1273, but not yet, but there might be some interesting events for Austria later. So we'll do Austria, as I will have to check this horoscope. I'm just wondering, yeah, we'll check it later. Austria, and there is one more horoscope, Turkey. Turkey might be interesting. Oh, they have big trine today. Yes, they do. If you count, yeah, they do have a grand trine, yeah? Yeah. More or less, or even more. Turkey. 1, 2, 3. Maybe not at this stage, but that's an interesting horoscope to be looked at. Yeah, Turkey. Denmark. Yes, we'll have to have a look at Denmark's horoscope as well. Norway. Not at this time, but we will. Finland. Yes, definitely we'll have to have a look at Finland. Yeah. Oh yes, we will have to have a look at Finland. Yeah. Okay, Finland is to be looked at. And then Sweden. Sweden. Yes, we should have a look at Sweden as well. So there are interesting countries to look at their horoscope. Bulgaria, Turkey, Sweden, Finland, Colombia. Is a Colombia good candidate? Not at this stage. Ecuador. Not at this stage. And then Bolivia. Bolivia. Oh yes. Yes, we'll have to have a look at Bolivia as country. Yeah. So I did find a couple of matches regarding horoscopes for countries. If you want, you can always give me suggestion what sort of people maybe you want to have, mostly politicians, because I don't really think that it is. Maybe it would be interesting for some people to do horoscope of celebrities, but I don't find it interesting. Is it Chile? We'll have to get a horoscope of Chile as well. Yeah. So more or less that's it for today. And I'll try to get one of these horoscopes sorted during the weekend, because I have a weekend right now here. Well, we have a weekend all over the world probably. So I will try to get some of these horoscopes sorted during the weekend, and maybe I will find something interesting. And then again, I will try to think of something. Well, see something that is happening in the world ahead of us. And if I find something interesting, I will let you know. I should have a bit more time during the weekend when I don't work, and that's it for today. And most importantly, ask me questions, okay? And we'll get it sorted. So that's it for today. See you next time.